What's going on, everyone? Movie Game Guy here, back with part 2 of my March and April collection update. And in the last video, you guys saw all the horror DVDs that I picked up throughout the past couple months. A lot of cool stuff that I was so excited to have, you know, stuff that some of it was stuff I dreamt of having, and I'm glad to have it now, you know, those Code Reds and, you know, a few other things, you know, like a couple Anchor Bays, like stuff like that. I was real happy with what I got. And, now I'm going to be getting into the non-horror DVDs and well, mostly non-horror Blu-rays, and then my Criterions, and then the next one I'll show you guys my horror Blu-rays. And before that, I gotta take a sip of this caffeine. Oh, I gotta love coffee, guys, especially early in the morning. But alright, now I'm just gonna get into this. First up, the first three I got from that same place. If you guys saw that video a while ago, where I got that crap ton of Criterions, a bunch of those Chronos, a Flicker Alley release, like, you know, a couple other random things. I got these there like, you know, a couple weeks after, and they're all sealed. Real happy about it. They're all from the same company and all that. Paramount. They all have Jerry Lewis in them. I love Jerry Lewis. Such a funny comedian. I really like him. Good actor too. But first one is The Bellboy. And these are all like $3 a piece sealed, and they're not all rare or nothing like that. But I was just happy to get them. You know, I love Jerry Lewis, and I'll watch anything basically with that guy. And I got Jerry Lewis and Cinderella, which I've never even heard about, but I saw it and I'm like, why not? You know, it was sealed. And this one is like an all-time classic. If you've never seen this movie, you gotta watch it. And this is Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis. I always get his name mixed up with that Great Balls of Fire musician. But Jerry Lewis, Nutty Professor, which is a classic. I just saw them together too, and they look really nice. I'm sure they made a whole line of them, but just very cool. I'm very happy to get them all sealed. It cost me like $9 or something, maybe less than that because of the it was like half off or something. Alright, now on to the other ones. Those are the ones that weren't like really alphabetical for the non-horror I got. And next up, just got this in yesterday, and real good stuff. Real racist, but like really fun. The graphics are just insane in this. You know, really good animation. I love it. And this is Coonskin. Real awesome stuff. This is by Ralph Bakshi. He did like Fritz the Cat, if you guys have ever heard of Fritz the Cat. Really wild stuff right here. I absolutely love Coonskin. Really cool. And then up, we got a DVD. I used to have this on VHS, watched it constantly. I don't know what happened to the tape. Probably broke or lost or whatever. But either way, got it on DVD now, and this is Dead Man on Campus. Real fun stuff. Tom Everett Scott and Mark Paul Gosselaar. Mark Paul Gosselaar is from Saved by the Bell, is Zach Morris, and Tom Everett Scott was in American Werewolf in Paris, the remake to American Werewolf in London. Really funny stuff right here. But these two dudes that like are failing college courses, and like they gotta find some suicidal person to like move in with them to kill themselves, so they're exempt from having to like take any tests. It's just funny, wacky stuff. Only something you'd like, you know, see made in the 90s. Along with this right here, which I was real pumped to find, Robert Townsend and The Meteor Man. Really cool stuff. Real fun movie. Me and my sister used to watch when we were kids. Real happy to have it. And then this is something. This is my girls, but I wanted to show it up because I really like this movie too. This is Disney's DVD release of Return to Oz. Real cool stuff with Fairuza Balk as like a little girl. Her face looks real creepy. Like on this cover, if you guys are like, you know, are online, look up the picture. It's weird. And with that, the seller also gave me this, which I've never heard of. It's called 3 Wishes for Cinderella, 3 Nuts for Cinderella from 1973. It's a Czechoslovakian/East Germany film. Looks pretty cool, but he put the little label on it and stuff. But I'll check it out sometime. But it was nice of him to hook me up with that along with Return to Oz. Cool stuff. And now into the Criterions that I picked up. First up, spine number 53. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Just a side note, I've been loving Criterion lately. I've been trying to pick up what I can. I mean, I'll basically pick up anything that sounds interesting from them. You know, it could be horror, it could be comedy, it could be drama, it could be a documentary. I don't care. I just love the way they look. I love the content and all the the effort they put into their releases. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of Criterions and future updates. But first up is Spine number 53 on DVD. This is Sanjuro. Really cool stuff. Real happy to have this one. Real good. Oh yeah, the disc is in the player. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's cool. Sketched me out for a second. Next up is Spine number 75. This is a Kevin Smith film, Chasing Amy, which is one of the ones that you see a lot for Criterion. I see this almost everywhere. This and like the Royal Tenenbaums from Wes Anderson. But I didn't have it, so I was like, fuck it, why not? Picked it up. Really fun stuff, real cool. You got like Jane, Silent Bob in this. Pretty cool. And next up, speaking of Wes Anderson film. This is Criterion Spine number 300. This is The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, whatever. I don't know. He says it real fast in it. But and it comes with a slip, which I didn't realize. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I love Wes Anderson stuff. I saw the first 20 minutes of this the other night and I fell asleep. But I don't know. I just thought it was pretty good so far. A cool comedy. And then this is horror, but I segregate actually all of my Criterion away from the horror. So like even my horror Blu-rays like Naked Lunch, Videodrome, Eyes Without a Face, stuff like that. It's in with the Criterions. It's not in the horror anymore. But this one's going to be the same way. This is Spine number 777, the DVD copy of David Cronenberg's The Brood. I've been wanting this. And that's another thing about Criterions. I don't care if I get them in Blu-ray or DVD. I just want them. But this is still sealed. Pretty cool. Got this for like $14 shipped. So I thought it was a pretty good deal sealed. And I love The Brood. You know, some Oliver Reed. Crazy shit. I got the DVD still up here too. The old school one. But which I'll probably just keep just because I've had this thing for years. And I always liked that cover. But I don't know. The Criterion one was definitely an upgrade even though it was DVD. Next up, another Criterion, Spine number 577. So we're going down now, numbers instead of up. Is a film by Roman Polanski, which I absolutely love. You got Donald Pleasance in this too, playing a really good role. Bald still, but like really good role. This is Coldest Action. Love this movie. If you guys haven't seen Coldest Action, do yourselves a favor and check it out. It's a film from '66 by Roman Polanski. It's his third film actually. Really good stuff right here. I highly recommend Coldest Action. Really cool. And next up, got this at FYE. Still haven't taken it out of its plastic thing yet, but it's a film by Louis Malle, if I'm saying it right. But a film from 1975 called Black Moon. I've seen this cover a bunch of like different times. It looked interesting. It was like I got the buy two get one for $1, so like. This one I think I got for like $1. I don't remember, but I think so. Real cool. Can't wait to check that one out. Next up, Spine number 551. And this is a film by Guillermo del Toro. I always fuck up that name. It's from 1993. Chronos, which I've heard a lot about. Only thing I really know about any of the actors in this is Ron Perlman is in that, which is pretty cool. Gotta check it out. He's definitely young in this one, 1993. Heard a lot of good stuff though, so gonna check it out. And on to my Criterion Blu-rays I picked up this month. First one is Spine number 168. This is on Monterey Pop. This is like a festival from I think 1968. Yeah, 68 it says on it. Real cool stuff. You know, Janis Joplin. You got Jefferson Airplane, Pete Townsend. Well, obviously, like, The Who, the Byrds, Mamas and Papas, a bunch of people on here. Really cool stuff. Electric Flag, Al Cooper, Quicksilver Messenger Service, which is real good. Simon and Garfunkel, Tiny Tim, Country Joe and the Fish. A lot of cool stuff. Big Brother and Holding Company. A lot of fun stuff. I love all that old music. I used to be all into that stuff when I was a younger guy. But real cool to get this. It was like $14 bucks. Why not? Next one, one of my favorites probably in my Criterions right now. And this is by number 123. This is Grey Gardens. Love Grey Gardens. Documentary about these two women that I don't know, they're just crazy. The mom and daughter, Edie Beale and her daughter Edie Beale. They call them a Big Edie for the mom, and then the daughter's Little Edie or whatever. But real crazy stuff about these like hoarders that have this mansion and they just let go to shit. And a lot of crappy stuff, trash everywhere, and like cats and all that. Pretty wild. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Glad to have it. And then next up, and last for the Criterion, but certainly not least, Spy number 17. Something I've been wanting for so long now. It's from Pier Paolo Pasolini. And this is Solow, or the 120 Days of Sodom from '76. Some pretty wild stuff right here. Real nice release too by Criterion. Been wanting this for a while. Finally got it. I'm glad. Pretty fucked up, definitely real fucked up. All about these perversions, crazy stuff. And this was from 1976. So I mean, like the stuff that they were talking about just blew my mind. You know, it was fucked up. Now onto the non-horror Blu-rays, and then I'll end this video, and then I'll do the horror Blu-rays in the next one. First up, something that everyone's had a buzz about, and I actually really like this movie too. I'm a huge fan of Michael Keaton, so it was a must-have. McDonald's is okay. The Founder, pretty good movie. I highly recommend it. If you can like check it out on like some streaming thing, do that. So I spent like 20 bucks on this, but I really liked it. I'm a huge fan of Michael Keaton, so it was a must-have for me at least. Next up, my buddy picked this up, thinking it was the original one, but it wasn't, and I have this surprisingly. So I picked it up. I figured it'd be a good thing to have for Christmas time. And this is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey one, with the slipcover. It's still sealed. I'm not gonna open it up until obviously Christmas time, but real cool. Spent like 10 bucks on it. I was like, whatever. And this one, I picked this up a while ago. I found out Bill Paxton passed away, and this is one of those movies I watched a lot when I was a kid. My grandparents, and thought it was really good. So picked it up for him. You know, Bill Paxton, rest in peace, man. Some sad shit. Twister, love Twister. Really good film. Got it for like $5 in like the Walmart bin or something like that. But classic right here. You're gonna miss that guy, but shit happens. Sad, man. Open heart surgery. That kind of shit is real serious. But yeah, that'll do it for this part. Thanks guys for watching. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite thing that I picked up for this video was. And subscribe if you haven't already. I always appreciate it. And tune in for part 3 where I show off the creme de la creme, the horror Blu-rays. Thanks guys for watching. I'll talk to you soon.